So it is possible to add, I mean, adding in columns is kind of like adding with expanded form. You can use expanded form in order to add numbers, right? Like if I looked at 105 right here, in expanded form would be 100. Now you could say plus 0 tens and then plus 5 right there, right? So that would be 105. Now, when we did this formally in the first lesson, we'd say, okay, you don't actually put the zeros there. That's true. But again, if you want to hold that place value because this second number does have numbers in the tens place value, you could. So it's a 254, that'd be 200, then 50, and then 4, like this. And it is possible to use addition this way, okay? Because you'd say, oh, all right, and again, this is essentially how our place value system works when we use it for addition. 5 plus 4 is 9, 0 plus 50 is 50, and 100 plus 200 is 300. Well, what do you get when you add all these together? Well, they're already set up in place values, which means this would simplify into 359. And that's how you'd get your answer right there. But I want to point this out too, is notice we're still stacking these by the place values, okay? Now, does everyone use expanded form? In fact, no, I can't think of anyone that does on a regular basis, but it's a good demonstration to show how adding with our place values works. But we don't always show, of course, all these zeros, especially once we start seeing some bigger numbers. So here's another example. It says to add, so you get to use whatever method you want. Like if you're going to count your fingers 6,502 times, boom, feel free to do it, okay? But for general addition, I'm just going to stack these together, okay? And no, I'm not gonna separate these by their expanded form. So I got 8,191 first, and then that second value, 6,502. I feel like I should have put more space between the tens and ones place values there, but I feel committed to it already as well. And yes, we are using addition. So I put this line underneath there to show whatever comes beneath this line is our sum by place value, okay? So I'd say, oh, you got, again, we're starting in the ones place value, which, once again, really means that I'm ignoring all the other place values and focusing on the ones place value, right? So I'd say 1 plus 2, boom, I get 3. Again, it doesn't matter how you get 3. You can use your fingers if you need to. But if you know that 1 plus 2 is 3, so be it, okay? And then I move to the next place value and ignore now what is the ones place value there. And that gives me 9 plus 0. And yes, I am in the tens place value, so I need to put it immediately to the left of the 3 in the ones place value. And again, I'm just working my way across to the left to each individual place value. So now I'm in the hundreds place value. 1 plus 5 is 6. And then moving forward into the thousands place value, should have made that box bigger, but 8 plus 6. Now this one is going to carry into the tens, right? So I'd say 8 plus 6, it's 14, right? So now this is the, right, I'm saying there's no values in the 10,000s place value here. So I could simply just write this sum as 14 right there, okay? In the future, though, understand that the 1 from the 14 would carry over into the next place value to the left to show that there were 10 of whatever place value we were working with, right? This would be considered 10,000 right there, that 1. It represents 10,000, but since there's no other 10,000s to combine it with, we just write this as 14,613. So let's take a look at this without those boxes. See if I can do that. Boom, there we go. And again, you can see you can use your fingers in a more effective way if you focus on these place values because, right, like if you say, I'm going to just count 6,502 on my fingers, you may be spending a long time doing that, no matter how fast you can move your fingers. And I would assume some of you can type super fast. But, if you just look at this by place value and focus on each place value, you don't have to, use your fingers that much. Yeah, maybe some of you guys are gamers and are like, dude, my thumbs are like machines. Okay, well, if you can do 6,502 that fast with your thumbs or whatever, then, feel free to do it. I'm not saying you can't. But the sum here is 14,613. I got a little excited right there. 9 plus 0 is 9. Yeah, I apologize about that. Just understand, I mean, even as long as I've been doing math, I will make mistakes like that. I would like to say that it's on purpose, like, is anyone paying attention? It's not usually for that purpose. It's just that I make mistakes.